Please click on the subscribe button so you get notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it.
ESPN to get NFL Network rights to Red Zone from the NFL for equity stake. ESPN is acquiring the NFL Network and National Football League media assets, including the linear rights to the league's popular Red Zone channel, in a deal that will see the NFL get a 10% equity stake in the All Sports Network. It was announced Tuesday night. ESPN will also acquire the NFL Fantasy product and merge it into its existing platform, making ESPN Fantasy Football the official game of the NFL in a separate deal. The NFL also agreed to license to ESPN other NFL content and intellectual property that will appear on the NFL Network and other assets. So what that actually means is... the NFL actually now owns 10% of ESPN, which I think is fucking crazy. And not just that, NFL Fantasy Football, which I've been playing for fucking 10 plus years. Like, I only play NFL Fantasy Football. That's going away now, and that's getting merged into ESPN's that's getting merged into ESPN Fantasy Football, which is crazy. These are big moves. These are big moves for consumers like us. So, let's continue. The NFL Network will be owned and operated by ESPN, which will control the network's linear and digital rights. The NFL Network will be integrated into ESPN's upcoming direct-to-consumer streaming product, and it will continue to be available on traditional pay TV providers. What does that mean? The NFL Network will be integrated into ESPN's upcoming direct-to-consumer streaming product. So it's going to be on the new streaming platform, obviously, the ESPN direct-to-consumer stuff. And it will be so it's going to be on cable television like we already get it, and then it's also going to be on the new ESPN streaming platform. Interesting. So are we going to get maybe the $29.99 a month deal with ESPN might be worth it. It might really end up being worth it if you're NFL fan, if you're a WWE fan, if you're a UFC fan, if you're a WNBA fan. $30 a month, you're getting all this content. You might just got to get rid of cable at that point. Yo, Fox is in trouble. Real quick, Fox is in a lot of trouble right now with all the moves that ESPN is doing, and I think Fox Sports is in jeopardy of going under at this point. Just saying. By combining these NFL media assets with ESPN, with ESPN's reach and innovation, we're creating a premier destination for football fans. ESPN chairman Jimmy Pitaro said in a statement, together ESPN and the NFL are redefining how fans engage with the game, anytime, anywhere. This deal helps fuel ESPN's digital future, laying the foundation for an even more robust offering as we prepare to launch our new direct-to-consumer service. ESPN platforms will also license 3 additional NFL games per season, giving it a total of 28. NFL Network will continue to show 7 games per season, with some games shifting to NFL Network from ESPN's original schedule. Dates and games were not announced. All of the ESPN-owned games will air on linear and ESPN's direct-to-consumer platforms. According to a joint statement, ESPN will own broad rights to Red Zone, including the trademark, and continue to distribute the channel to pay TV operators. The NFL will continue to own, operate, and produce the Red Zone channel and will keep the rights to distribute it digitally. Okay. What are broad rights? I wonder what that is, including... The league will also continue to own and operate some of its media business, including NFL Films and NFL.com. That makes sense.
Guys, have you heard? Nelson, tell the people.
Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons.
Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
You can't sell everything, right? Or you can't sell everything off to ESPN. You got to keep something other than just the league and the players, right? Today's announcement paves the way for the world's leading sports media brand and America's most popular sport to deliver an even more compelling experience for NFL fans in a way that only ESPN and Disney can. Robert A. Iger, Chief Executive Officer of the Walt Disney Company, said in a statement, Commissioner Goodell and the NFL have built outstanding media assets, and these transactions will add to consumer choice, provide viewers with even greater convenience and quality, and expand the breadth and value proposition of Disney's streaming ecosystem. I wonder if they're actually going to do a streaming bundle where it's Disney Plus, the ESPN network. I think they were doing something with HBO. Like, Disney is buying everybody up and buying everybody out. That damn mouse owns everything. I swear to God, that mouse owns everything. He's a monopolizing motherfucker. Just telling y'all right now. Since its launch in 2003, NFL Network has provided millions of fans unprecedented access to the sport they love. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said in a statement whether it was debuting Thursday Night Football, televising the Combine, or telling incredible football stories through original shows and breaking news, NFL Network has delivered. The network's sale to ESPN will build on the remarkable legacy, providing more NFL football for more fans in new, innovative ways. Also note, beginning with 2026, draft Disney Plus and Hulu will stream ESPN, ABC, and ESPN Deportes trio of draft presentations. All offerings will be available on the direct-to-consumer service. ESPN and ABC will each produce telecasts for rounds 1 to 3 on Thursday and Friday. On Saturday, ESPN will continue to air rounds 4 through 7, with ABC simulcasting the network's coverage also. ESPN can add other alternate telecasts across streaming platforms for rounds 1 through 7. College Game Day and the NFL Live will continue to be on site from the draft, while ESPN Radio will continue to live broadcast of the draft. In May, ESPN announced its streaming service would launch in early fall with a $29.99 per month price point and will keep the linear network's name. ESPN, the direct-to-consumer launching on August 21st, will allow users to get all 7 of ESPN's domestic linear networks, in addition to ESPN on ABC and several other streaming options. ESPN is 80% owned by ABC Incorporated, an indirect subsidiary of the Walt Disney Company, and 20% by Hearst. The agreements between ESPN and the NFL are subject to approval from NFL owners and government regulators. So, big move. I'm just wondering now if we're gonna get like a bundle deal where we have to pay like $60, $50 a month, probably $60 to $70 a month, to get Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN, because there's got to be some sort of bundle deal here, especially now that basically ESPN is owned. So NFL now owns 10% of ESPN. Basically, if the NFL wanted to, when the next media rights deal comes up, they could send a giant fuck you to everybody and go exclusively with ESPN and ABC for all their games and everything, right? Obviously, they're not going to do that, but they could corner the market now that they own a stake in a network as big as ESPN. And now that ESPN is going to basically have the NFL library to their disposal plus the WWE library, that makes it worth $29.99 a month. The ESPN's content alone is decent enough, but if they can find a way to like merge everything together, oh Lord. And damn. We're fucked, guys. They're cornering the market, and we might have to just start living our lives outside again, going camping, socializing with one another, getting to know your brothers, your sisters, your cousins out there, right? Because there's gonna come, it's gonna come to a point. It's gonna come to a point where we're not gonna be able to afford these streaming services and these streaming platforms because the economy's not doing that great. Realistically, the economy's not doing that great. Prices of living is still going high. I don't know where y'all live, but I live in California. Uh, Jobs are very scarce, especially now with AI. It's man, they're trying to keep us down, guys. We can't let them do that. All right. Now that being said, we'll be right back after these messages.
Guys, join me, Alex the Man Angelov, and check out A&A Radio, where we're going to be talking about the latest and greatest financial news, investments, banking, and personal finance. Check out the channel, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Guys, you're watching a Shady Mob production. Make sure to follow the Shady Mob podcast where we break down all the latest content and talk about life. Please make sure to share, like, comment, and subscribe so you can be notified when the latest content drops.